I want to share with y'all an email that I got from a viewer. It was so sweet. I get a lot of mail. And this email came from a young woman named Becky. Her grandmother lived in Northeast Florida for over 40 years. She said every Sunday we'd wake up to the smell of her making her special breakfast, homemade biscuits and milk gravy. It was heaven, she says. And I can't tell you what I wouldn't give for just one more Sunday with my Bamba. We're gonna see if we can help her with some biscuits. Hey, Becky!
You're gonna make me cry, and listening to you read that email made me wanna cry.
Listen, it's so sweet. So often we lose those recipes. So I'm gonna see if I can't help you.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, honey. So let's start by making the biscuit.
Okay.
Now we have some flour, little sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and buttermilk.
Okay.
And of course, the thing that makes it so good, and that's the shortening. So let's measure out 3 cups of all-purpose flour into our bowl.
I warned you I'm not a good cook. So.
Listen, I bet you're a better cook than you give
I'm not.
yourself
My
credit
husband
for.
is the cook in our family. I'm very blessed. He is.
Now we are gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar.
Okay.
Now we need 2½ teaspoons of baking powder. Now because we're using buttermilk, we're gonna add some soda to our biscuits. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda.
All right.
Now the last thing we're gonna add is about 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
So if you'll take your fork now and just fluff all your ingredients together.
All right.
We've got 1/2 cup of solid shortening here. Put that into your
That doesn't
flour.
look healthy. There we go.
When you're eating a biscuit,
You don't care, do you?
Anybody really care?
No. Does this look like I'm doing it correctly?
It looks like you're doing it correctly, and maybe by tomorrow we'll have it cut in.
There you go. You be nice to me, I can't cook.
So you just keep cutting, girl.
All right.
And I'll start pouring in your buttermilk for you, and you can just work that buttermilk into your dry ingredients. There you go. And you can see that your dough is really, really wet now. If you want to wash your hands off, just help yourself. We're going to move our bowl on over here. Knead this dough just a few times.
Okay.
We don't want to overwork it, though, because that'll make our biscuits tough.
Am I doing it correctly?
Yes, you're doing it correctly. All right, that looks great. So we wound up using a cup of buttermilk. All right, so I'm just gonna put that down just like that. Now we're gonna take our rolling pin, we're gonna dust it with flour, and then we're just gonna gently roll out our biscuit dough.
Okay. May I do that?
Yes, you may. Okay. There you go. I would stop right there if I were you, because I like thicker biscuits.
I do too.
All right, now here's your flour, and here are your biscuit cutters. So just dip your biscuit cutter down in there.
Okay.
And press it down into your dough. These are great looking biscuits, girl. So I'll spray the pan for you, and you just lay those biscuits out the way you like them. So now I'm just gonna push down the middle of these, because the last thing that we're gonna do.
Butter.
You got it. Hit it, girl. I don't think you need any directions on that, do you?
No. I like a lot of butter. Is that okay?
No, that's not okay. Of course it's okay, girl. All right, our biscuits are ready to go in the oven, and hopefully these are gonna live up to Becky's memory of her Bamba's biscuits. So we're gonna bake these now. Put those in the oven, 450, and we'll probably bake them for about 14 minutes.
This is my grandmother.
This is Bamba.
This is Bamba. Her name was Cleo Moxley Bandy. And that's my favorite picture of her. I think she was 16 at the time in Kentucky. She was gorgeous, just precious.
Well, let's just prop that right there.
Oh. So she can watch us make her milk gravy.
And watch us make this milk gravy.
So this is the bacon grease.
This is the bacon grease. Now we're gonna put 1/4 of a cup.
So that's quite a bit of bacon grease.
Of course it is, child. Now we're gonna add 1/4 of a cup of flour. Smell that bacon?
Yes.
You smell that?
That's the smell that makes this so good to me.
Now, because this is a white gravy,
all right,
we're not gonna worry about browning it off. If I'm gonna eat a white gravy, I want it to kind of be white.
All right.
Open that milk, honey, and pour some milk in. It's about 1.5 cups. There we go. I'm gonna change over to our whisk.
Okay.
All right, you wanna whisk those lumps out, and you wanna work with it pretty quickly.
As you eat your cake.
As I eat my cake.
All right, so a little bit more milk, I think.
A little bit more milk.
Not too much, but a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, that looks good.
I like for my gravy to come to a good rolling boil, you know, so that the flour taste will cook out. So this will get thicker and thicker, you know, as it cooks. Does that look like the color you remember?
It does.
All right, now see the way that's just cooking
That's really
up?
boiling.
I'm gonna turn that down a little bit, Becky.
Okay.
All right, now let's add our salt and pepper.
It's delicious. It makes me want to cry.
Does it?
It does.
You know, the secret, Becky, is that bacon grease.
Ooh. I would have never thought about doing that.
Never, ever let the butter get too far away from you. Butter and bacon grease. Toot, toot. I mean, it's good, girl. All right, let's see if our biscuits are ready. Oh, Becky, they look so good.
We did good, girl.
We have
Yay.
done so good. I'm just gonna split that biscuit.
Can't wait to try this.
Is it?
I'm not gonna cry on TV.
And I'm not gonna cry either.
Oh, it's perfect.
Becky, I hope that you go home and get in the kitchen on the weekends and make these biscuits and gravy and think of all the times that you spent feeling safe and secure with your bamba.
Absolutely.
You've got wonderful memories
Absolutely.
that nobody can ever take away from you
Absolutely.
as long as you're breathing.